It's Lilith! Winter finally seems to be over where I live. It was pretty hot this morning. I foolishly wore a jacket when I left the house. Needless to say, I didn't wear it going back. Well, enough about the weather. I just want to fill up the intro somehow. Let's get into the game. Now, have I talked to Ulf? Have I asked Ulfa everything he can tell me about the Space Wolves?
Let us raise our cups at Fatar, in honor of deeds accomplished and in expectation of those yet to come.
Cups for Space Wolves,
Is granted the right to ask such questions, but you, I shall allow it. What do you want to know about the Astartes from the glorious Fenris?
Never mind. I guess I have. I don't remember if he mentioned this or not, but, the Space Wolves undergo their transformation, start their transformation by drinking from a cup of mead called the Cup of Wolfen. Yeah, if the transformation is successful, then they become Space Wolves like Ulfa here. But if it's not, then they become Wolfen, which are really a lot more wolf-like. Savage, beast-like. Yeah. I heard about that in the audiobook Space Wolf. I decided to look into it, and I expected that the Wolfen would become outcasts, which would then turn to chaos. But no. They fight alongside the Space Wolves in their chapter. That's yet another reason why the Space Wolves are my favorite loyalist Space Marine chapter. I mean, the whole concept of a potentially dangerous transformation process that could make someone go mindless is rather ethically wrong, but part of being a Warhammer 40,000 fan is accepting that your favorite factions are going to be undesirable in some way or another. Anyway, I was exploring this system. I dealt with some enemies of humanity and explored the world. I'll explore more here. So a lava world. Be a pretty young world then. Arid world. What's this? The rings. Giant rings on this planet surface can be observed from orbit. Okay, examine the rings. It has emerged that this planet has a native species of giant insect similar to Terran ants. Just like ants, they sometimes form so-called death spirals, in which one creature follows another without realizing they're going in circles. These were the rings discovered by the ship's observers. A strange phenomenon that was originally suspected to be a sign of warp activity or nefarious xenostructure turned out to be a quirk of nature, and a tragic one at that. Interesting. What's this planet? Ooh. Find provisions, but don't have any extractium. Where are you? There'll be something interesting on this Space Hulk. Others take wreckage in the void ship's facility, but the exact nature of the wreckage remains unclear. Or did I already... Oh, okay, yeah. Ain't nothing. Well, that's this system explored. And chart new routes. Didn't actually discover any new routes, just... Anyway, I'll go to Arresa now. Well, thank goodness I have all that navigator's insight. I can make that path safe. Horses... yeah, just my mishap. Oh, during the voyage, the navigator's sanctum poured their warp reefs right on the ship's course. Fragments of sea souls given material form. Navigator may enter, either steer the ship past the dangerous region, or risk approaching the ragged formation, gain valuable insight. What's approaching the warp reef? Damn. Following the Lord Captain's order that navigator's instruction, the void ship approached warp reefs, and the lower decks rang with the unbearable screeching of tearing plasteel. A razor-sharp reef edge cut into the hull. Ship managed to escape the dangerous region, but not before taking serious damage. Win some, you lose some. Wait, whoopsies, wrong button. Actually, wait a moment, never mind, I was gonna say maybe we could retrieve that extracting bomb, and not, we don't have a lot of that, so never mind. Can you get more extracting about getting back the one that I deployed? Warp travel. Okay, well, we have plenty of plasteel, so I'll read the extraction from that planetoid. Okay. Disrupt your well adamite, something I don't have a lot of. Hey, stop finding search ports. 3 days have passed since the Vox system broadcasting anything other than subdued moans and wet submersibles. Also, the squad sent to investigate reported that denizens of lower levels regressed to animals and succumbed to depravity. Action with the squad was shortly lost. High Missionary of Deftest Minister came flush with fury. and condemned these as detonation of the arch enemy. The hotbed of heresy was cleansed with fire and prayer. Oh, is that the one with... Yes. Okay. Aha! There we go. Which is that's plasteel. Right. Right. Layer of navigator's insight, so make travel safe. Your Lordship, I am pleased to inform you that the Heartless is fully repaired. Its hull has been considerably reinforced, and after a complete cycle of tech litanies, the fighter craft, its hangar now eagerly await the chance to show their worth in battle. Excellent. Alright. Traveler's Heart. Lord Captain, we have received Voxcast from Terrasa. The signal's quality is rather poor, but the main is clear. The world is expecting your Lordship's arrival. Great festivities have been arranged, and a delegation led by the planetary governor is ready to give you a welcome worthy of an honored guest. Right, first. Investigate this. Ah. Yeah, gas giant. What do we have here? Lava world? Yep. Oh, but there's something on it. Amid the lifeless rocks and lava lakes, the ship's augurs have detected something resembling buildings. There's something off with their outlines, but their presence in and of itself suggests there may be some valuables to uncover among the ruins. Alright. Scouts are able to discern symbols of the Imperium on the buildings, deformed and fused together by high temperatures. But all mine structures tell a sad story. Centuries ago, the planet and all its riches perished beneath the radiance of the star's expanding sun. Oh. Did you play tabletop games or ancient tabletop games? I've never actually played the tabletop game of Warhammer. As for actually playing tabletop games, I play a bit of Dungeons and Dragons. Now then, what's on this plant? Oh, lithium, Vidova extractum, but we already have plenty of that. Right, go to... That's Sarah now. I need to bring someone. Hi Disco Bob House! Thanks for the raid! Welcome everyone! I'm Love the Lamer, magician turned zombie, and I'm playing Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader! So what were you up to, Discord? Happy Wednesday, Thursday, it's Thursday for me, thanks. Playing Jet Force Gemini on my Nintendo 64. Oh, nice. I don't actually know what that game is, but sounds cool, and I like retro games, and pretty cool that you're actually playing it on a real Nintendo 64. Nice. What's that game about? How goes Imperial Man? Yeah, pretty good, I've arrived on a feudal world where I've been expected. Each time I play D&D and I have cardboard cards or something else to represent character budget friendly. I'm pretty much saving Ewoks from an army of ants. Okay, interesting. A richly dressed man riding a stony horse breaks off from the procession. When he approaches, you immediately notice a strange detail. The man's face is pinned to his head, with precious fastenings that stretch the skin across his skull. Celestial guests, there is no higher honor for us than to extend our hospitality to such noble eminences. Her Celestial Highness, the Rogue Trader, and an illustrious judicator of the Imperium. All of Pasera clamors, trembles, and cheers. Odo, the fair-faced Governor of Parasa, at your service. A Nintendo 64 game by Rare. Rareware. Pretty cool. Warhammer 40k and 30k on tabletop. Good fun, Warhammer 40k is the nickname given to the Horus Heresy. So named because it's set in the 31st millennium. I've never actually gone into that aspect of Warhammer yet. Anyway, thank you for your courteous welcome, Governor. However, we have come to address a grave concern. Well, of course, Your Celestial Highness. It will be my pleasure to discuss whatever topic you have in mind. That's it. We've had a long and perilous journey behind you. Like any self-respecting host, I must first propose... Well, yes, I have seen that the book series is coming to an end. Now, finally getting to the fall of the Emperor of Mankind. One thing that really intrigues me is the epic scale miniatures. Epic scale miniatures can be traced back to an earlier version of Warhammer 40,000. Essentially, they're even smaller miniatures, which allows for bigger battles. Small figure steps out of the riot shadow, dressed in the motley attire of a court fool and wearing a sneering mask. My name is Bluff. I'm Lord Waldo's good mood. I tickle his governorship with well-spelled jests and itty-bitty gossip, and now I merrily doff my cap to our celestial lords and ladies, and hand them this here key to Sarah as a token of our boundless loyalty. Who bows and offers you his gift? And they kind of brought them back not so long ago. Anyway, thank you, Bluff. Bull parts with his offering and then jumps away with an irritating giggle. Being the paragon of grace that she is, would my celestial lady perhaps also deign to feast her ears unless I send gossip to go with my gifts? Yes? With the governor. Governor's heavy gold-stitched jacket adds a certain presence to his figure. I cannot hide how poor of a rider he is. The way his boots dig into his sides, and fiddling with the reins, his trembling fingers all speak of nervousness and lack of control. Tell me your gossip then. Well, slap my crocs. Fine then. Listen to this. One Eye, terror of the common man, went out thieving one day. He sneaks into a hut, itching to fill his sack. And what sees he? A scary big shadow on the floor. He turns around, and right behind him, a giant, a monster, with hands like imperial columns, grabs him by the throat and starts beating the air out of him like he's a bull of dough. Turns out he's put by her's place, and she used to work the bone mill no worse than 10 men could when she was young. Fellow's been one-eyed ever since. And who? He glides not one arm or one leg. Okay? Someone, you want to take over? Enough! According to the protocol, Target Sigma, UX-11-4, this U-class planet type feudal. Asthma rating, what's that mean? A strategic value. E874, with an assigned type grade of Somnus Extremus. As not provided, its new type amounted full. You have violated the licks and are hereby under investigation. You are to present all related custom reports and shipping manifestations immediately. Marco's voice carries no emotion. Glacio silently bares his teeth, playing the image of the impactful hand of justice that's arrived on Sir. I foresee. I am most flattered by your attention, esteemed judicator, and by this opportunity to serve the Imperium even greater dedication than before. Speaking of dedication, we are already conducting thorough inspection to see which scribe will be that bungled the type calculation. Fear not, the scoundrel shall soon be. Excuses are the hallmark of the guilty. Do not make your situation worse, Governor. Of course, Master Yukaya. I'll provide you with all the documents as soon as our internal review is complete. Sure, it won't take long, and the report itself will be exhaustive. Go ahead, Parker. Take us somewhere we can have a serious conversation. Well, in that case, please proceed to the castle. Officer has been awaiting your arrival, busily preparing the finest dishes and entertainment in your honor. Though I fear it may be challenging for you to avoid attention. Let's have the court lady accompany you. A thin woman emerges into the torchlight, looking at you with a mixture of fear and awe. A diminutive figure practically drowning in her velvet silk dress. Her splendid necklace of blue stone adorns her neck. My celestial lady, at your service. Someone leans close and says in a lowered voice, based on my experience, I'd say we've been assigned a spy under the pretense of generosity. But this is a good thing. We will use this woman as a source of information about the world. For now, it'd be wise to play along and question her thoroughly once we're away from prying ears. Relax, Maeve. Just pretend you're giving a good friend a tour of the place. Maeve smiles sheepishly. I'm afraid that is easier said than done, my celestial lady. It's like trying to imagine my son as a tiny ember. I'll do my best not to anger you by acting too nervous. Very well, I'd like to see what this place has to offer. I can tell by what I'm hearing that our executioner has already lit up the festival office, ready to give the condemned a warm welcome. Which means the governor's official whisper collector, that's me, has got a whole lot of important business to get to. And so I must take my leave. I must leave you now, good sirs and ladies, lest I miss out on a hot bunch of juicy tales. Terribly pleased to meet you all. Adjudicator Bluff grasps Homo's hand and gives a vigorous shake. Suspicious. I don't think that's a good idea. Told you. Before he can even blink, the cybermaster beside him sinks his teeth into Bluff's forearm, jerking it back and forth in a fury. The attack lasts only for a moment. When Glacier lets go, the fool's limb is already torn to shreds. With a cry of pain, Bluff leaps away, melts into the rolling crowd. Someone ruffles Glacio's neck and turns to feudal worlds are rarely known for their bureaucratic procession. Reckoners on the ground will tell us more than any report hastily scrolled down by these blockheads. I suggest we attend this trial and see how the laws of this planet are enforced. If it will help the investigation, we should not dally. I'm pleased to see that you prefer to continue our mission over all the idle pastimes of this world. Someone looks at the crowd, staring at you in wonder and trepidation. So, Celestial Lady, your coming is a historic event for these people. They will be watching your every step. Your actions may well transform their lives on this underdeveloped world. Nursing Glade, my statue. My Celestial Lady. Hesitate before continuing. They say you're the God Emperor's anointed. Do you truly see him? Alas, no. Our God Emperor resides on Holy Terra, many light centuries from here. To behold him is a privilege nice to all but a few. I wish I could see him. I'm sure his splendor is so dazzlingly bright that one glance upon his visage would be enough to blind a person on the spot. Oh, pardon me. You want to ask me something, didn't you, Someone casts a quick glance round, as if looking for someone, and then nods you comfortably, How'd you find living at the governor's court? I dare not complain, my Celestial Lady. Lesser nobles such as myself sometimes receive punishment for angering our lords, but that is good. No, wait. I think it makes me clearer and brighter on the inside, and helps me better serve the God Emperor, the holder of the key to all destinies. It makes the sign of the quill and turns reverent gaze upon you. Hold the Emperor the holder of the key to all destinies. Why? Forgive me if I've said something wrong, my lady. Preacher and Totius said that the God Emperor holds the key to all destinies in his celestial hand. He'll sit at the very top of the great tower of humankind, from there gazing out over the world and stars of his domain. He's all, knows all, and a bloody tear rolls down his cheek when he reads our shameful thoughts and deeds in the annals of our lives. But those who strive do not let the seed of evil into their hearts. He will reward with a new destiny, a new life. I am better than the one before. Turn of his key, he unlocks the dungeon of their souls. I live in hope that one day will come to my door. Your smile is one of sad resignation. How fascinating. And what are you going to do to get a better destiny? I can hope, very earnestly, try to be virtuous and diligent. And if I manage to please the Celestial Lady, then maybe, just maybe, the Emperor will take notice. Enter here, show me how fashions entertain their nobles. What would you like me to do? Sing me your favorite song. Maeve nods apprehensively, then closes her eyes and begins. With great care, she sings a passage from some local hymn about how the Emperor holds the key to all destinies, lock the heavens against invisible monsters and enemies of humanity. Voice, no trembling with nerves, surprisingly pleasant to listen to. What song is that? The story of humanity's deliverance from darkness, sung once of moonlight as a reminder of the great deed of the God Emperor, who used the key to all destinies to lock the world away from wicked things. He walled himself up in the great tower of humankind. Of all the people who were ascended to the stars, I chose to stay for our sake. Though we are unworthy, we must remember this deed. That was delightful. Thank you. A blush rubs on Maeve's cheeks. Thank you, Celestial Lady. Me, there's no greater reward than your praise. She's cute. I'll try and be very nice for her. Dance for me. Maeve closed her eyes and is listening to music only she could hear. Begins to sway. Her dance made up of simple movements, but the grace and ease with which she performs them add to their charm. When she comes to a stop before you in final courtesy, her cheeks are flushed. I hope this humble dance was worthy your eyes, Celestial Lady. Teach me to dance. Let's give it a try. Maeve smiles cheerfully. The movement is simple. Watch your foot. Put this foot here. And you stretch your arms out like this. Alright. That's excellent, my lady. Thank you, Maeve. Right through her. My lady? Oh! Maeve catches herself and goes quiet. Well, anyway, we have an execution to go to.
Is there money to be made?
Self-chapel, where you praise the Emperor. Hold the key of all destinies. Bells in his towers ring so loud you can make it ears pop. Thank you for your miracle.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
As you approach, the nobles bow gracefully. Their sewn-on faces wrapped tightly around their skulls. Their eyes gleam with earnest but one dares address you. Oh, Celestial Lady! Grace us with your regard. When my brother and I heard of your arrival, we immediately sought to surprise you with an exceptional gift. Do all nobles have... high nobles have sewn-on faces? The ancient scrolls tell of a wonder, a mechanical sage by the name of Kodiko. It knows the answers to all questions, and make other machines do its bidding, and may even predict the future. My brother and I have borne many hardships, but I managed to acquire this magic contraption for our much-cherished guest. Box in front of you, presumably in a cocktail they speak of, whose the song odor of ritual halls. Made of thin planks, is covered in so many purity seals that seem to be held together by them alone. A stack of flimsy rough paper lies atop it, and there's a mecha panel with metallic buttons attached to the front. A thin slit is visible among the buttons. After a curtain of heavy silence, Pascal finally intones, I'm registering an act of imitation of sanctuary. This cultural phenomenon is typical of underdeveloped tribes. I anticipate the discovery of naval pictograms dedicated to the divine arrival of more advanced units. This sounds coming from the box. There's a barely audible breathing coming from this box. Whoever's inside wants very much not to be noticed. Plato strikes towards the box and bares his fangs, while someone frowns grimly at the device. Really? Then again, what else could you expect from this ignorant world? I heard that conquerors are also indestructible. Let's see if the tales were true. The box's fin will splinter under your blows. The ink-stained body of an old man fails to paving stones. Two noblemen look away nervously, but they do not risk flinging your rifle. I will inform the governor of your stunt. A few dozen lashes will teach you to respect the Omnissiah. We dare not defy the celestial lady. This gate leads straight to the main square. Let's hurry there.
I always keep my options open.
Brother the Scotch. You see a man with a cruel grimace on his face and hands disfigured with burn marks. Behind him stands a ghastly-looking mechanism, adorned with a polished skull of gigantic proportions. The eye sockets, their edges melted, gaze darkly at the crowd, the prompts of inevitable punishment. Man, clearly the executioner bows his head. The very messengers of the sky have come to sight our face. We are honored, your celestial highness. Who are you? I am Padua the Scorch, a slaughterman of the 5th generation, and a humble disciple of the Iron Saint you see before you, your celestial highness. Master Toda knows no mercy, and his hand is unfailingly firm in the sacred cause of administering justice. Eve is careful to keep her posture straight, her frightened gaze deliberately averted from both the executioner and the mechanism behind him. What is that structure? This instrument of punishment is a personification of the great Vesperus of the martyred, who accomplished the legendary feat of slaying 300 heretics. As is glorious tradition, all mutants who affront the Emperor's gaze and stain the face of Pastor must enter the Saint's iron embrace. Whenever justice is served, hundreds flock to the Vesperus, eager to witness the magnificent spectacle. You have just confessed that your semblance of justice serves not as a demonstration of lawful authority and deterrent to a subject, but as entertainment. Someone as the last word would discuss, as if there could be no foul of profanity. Who's inside right now? Another heretic who violated the holy laws of Sarah, and since his body is already turned to ash, such will be the fate of his name as well, be scattered to the winds, that may never again defile the lips of any who live upon our sacred world. Never again defile the lips. I hope that concludes Incendiary Trustee for today. That'll be one of the first boats that stoke the phosphorus. He's going to let it get a lot busier now. As if to confirm the man's word, fire-breathing saint expels a puff of acrid smoke. While the guilty are being reduced to ashes, let us meet the next participants in our performance. Two people something resembling people are pushed onto the stage. They are mutants, hideous parodies of humanity, forever tainted by the imperfections of the flesh. One of them is dressed in stained yet expensive clothes. The other wears the tattered uniform of the local guards. Your Celestial Highness, behold, two loathsome heretics who blemish the very face of Aresa with their existence. Ada chuckles, but sneer is completely devoid of mirth. The degree of their guilt may vary, but they both deserve to enter the blazing bowels of Festurus. The worst of transgression, destroying the sacred face of humanity. But since fate has graced us with such lofty visitors, I eagerly cede the right to punish these miscreants to you, your Celestial Highness. Contrary to his honey words, Exodus's voice betrayed his poorly concealed displeasure. What exactly are these heretics guilty of, besides being mutants? Is the mere existence of this offal not enough? However, if your Celestial Highness wishes to explore the depths of their depravity, then you may become today's judge. Send stamp for you. Tell us when you are done with the questioning and are prepared to deliver the verdict. Right? Whose voice pipes over the crowd? One unexpected twist! Who better to judge the filth of Sarah than a stranger who just fell on our heads? What was the opportunely dressed mutant's crime? Ah, a rotten stain upon his noble families. He was hiding in his manner to conceal his deformities, but had trouble keeping his mouth shut. Billowing filth in tracks that Elias sent out with his servants, he declared the choice of one's own fate to be slavery. Cast aspirations on the very traditions of the world. Was insolent, more profanely condemned those who had chosen a new destiny. Luckily, he has no heirs, and today this cursed bloodline shall be put to rest once and for all. Choice of one's own fate to be slavery? That's some idiotic logic. How's a choice slavery? Richly garbled mutant moaned something. You noticed stitches on his disfigured face. The zealous servants were evidently in a hurry to silence the condemned man early and sewed his twisted mouth shut. And what did the mutant in the guard uniform do? Thief, a brigand, and a murderer. There's no way to list all the crimes lying upon the freak conscience. However, his willingness to change his destiny against all odds merits this mutant at least some honor. Despite his feeble-mindedness and simplicity, he had enough sense to obscure his countenance with hoods and helmets, until he made his way from beggar to guard. Not long before his excessive passion for fighting and stabbing gave him away. The mutant utters a foul curse under his breath, then immediately gives you a frightened look and false sight. The mere sight of Celestial Lady seems to instill reverent awe in the common denizens of Hasera. You praise the low-born mutant despite the vicious acts he has committed? They are both mutants, and have thereby violated his law. Yet, when one finds a spark of nobility in abject commoner, one cannot help feel a grin of respect for them. This heretic may be of low birth, but he does not flout the values of Hasera the way the nobleman does, and thus honors our traditions and his will. Born into the rebel, he applied his abilities and skills by the restraints placed upon him, and trust those who stood in the path, all in order to forge a new destiny for himself. Freedom? To change destiny? Delmon repeats slowly, with an undertone of odd disbelief at what he's hearing. Even you, a degenerate, should know that everyone has their place in the God Emperor's plan from birth. That any attempt to change that is a violation of his will. I'm ready to announce my decision. The word of a distinguished guest is law. We are all trembling with anticipation. They seem to have arranged the emotion that will overtake her. Ask Tim glance you as she awaits the verdict. Let them both burn. I knew your blood runs hot, your celestial highness. Let's stoke up the great Phosphorus. Oh, the stove is burning hot today. Warm yourselves, my good fellows, for the celestial lady is feeling generous. Take your plentiful offerings into it. The phosphorus roars and billows out smoke. Spurred by the cruel spectacle, crowd around you begins humming to the beat of the execution device. With that noise, you hear the sound of hungry anticipation. Its voice is weak, but your Luke still picks up her quiet plea. Isha, give me the strength to look without seeing, to hear without heeding the triumph of spiritual darkness. And now, my favorite word. Next! A pale, bony creature, barely able to move its legs, enters the stage. In place of a mask, turns a horrific melody of features towards the world. Ugliness, however, is nothing like that of the previous convict. Thin, squeamish, twisted mouth is fused to the cheekbones. Malicious eyes peer into the crowd from under hideous folds of skin. The face of this heretic appears to have melted a conceal. What is this heretic guilty of? The executioner does not answer right away, but makes you wait for him. His pride is more grievous than any of the scaffold has ever seen. He was granted a new destiny, but chose to defy it. He turned away the greatest gift that can be offered to a loyal son and daughter of Hasera. Well, it's not really freedom if you're forced to not live a certain way. Yeah, that Noah did kind of a point, but not quite the right execution. Wretched man's gaze drifts over the crowd until his piercing eyes meet yours. Head twitches, face contorting in a monstrous grimace. Shut up! Shut up before it gets in! He whispers in a sudden frenzy. I won't give up! I won't give up! I won't! Oh, no. We didn't come here for you to stay quiet. Squeal now, and squeal louder. Crowd takes up the fool's outburst and begins demanding more screams. The rabble grins and crackles like scavengers at a feast. You lot, what amuses you so? Is it filth and heresy? Ufa's roar shatters the crowd's exhilaration. Till a new burst of laughter from the fool infects them once again with malicious glee. Belle whispers without taking her eyes off the condemned man. You are not the master of your own shadow. The shadow will reign over you. You're alone while they're made. But why? Where's the blasted court fool? You glance at the crowd, and suddenly the fool, panting and filling the gawkers, clearly trying not to be spotted by you. He did not hide himself so carefully, not one to punish a born fool. After Bell was up from the crowd, the ones appreciate your racist yet mocking remark. Fool makes an angry sound and flees, heckling of bystanders. Thank you, my celestial lady. Enough deaths. Let him go go. As Toto opens his mouth to say something, the convicts take a step on clumsy, spindly legs. Then another. The face! The face! Pretty! Strong! Shining! No claw points directly at you. Give it here! Give it to me now instead of the one I bear! Take mine! It's not mine! Take it! Take it! Batman raises crooked fingers to his face and sinks his nails into its sagging flesh. Reeking with what sounds like relief, he tears off a piece of his cheek, then another, then one more. Falling to his knees, he frantically scratches his own eyes out, smearing blood and clear ichor across his face before collapsing dead on the platform. Sudden rumble draws your attention, like a rockfall tumbling down a slope. The thudding of feet. Mad screams overwhelm you. After a moment, you see a source of the commotion. A throng of mutants is charging straight at you. Here we go!
I'll make an example of you.
Just hide there. Yeah. Okay, start the battle. Place a front line. Yeah. Oh.
Request approved. The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
I will not die in dishonor. Silence.
Death from above.
Ring of blood.
Oh. That. Come on, die.
Trust me.
Ah.
The shadows will see it done.
Hey! Hey! Did we
Moving into
Okay, we'll focus on the ones on this side. Right.
None of us would.
Apprehend that sullen mutant.
Let's test our skills, Plato. Glacier,
Fight.
we're undertaking this task. One
Again?
of us would be enough.
Okay, and turn. Your knights are rather pathetic. Just finish that mutant off. Wait, how about some bounties?
I am not your Xenos pet monkey. If I must.
None can do better than a warrior of the All-Father! Wolves reign! See how the
Take this.
feel the icy bite of
Aha!
cubs play.
Bang, bang, bang. Bang.
Emperor, protect me!
Well, I think it's too late to ask for the Emperor to protect you. I can see. Yep.
As good as done.
Wham!
None can do this better. I will carve rules.
Aha! Nice, nice, nice.
Wolves, my hand!
Die.
Thunder!
Reload.
Cubs,
Finish it off.
get this
Alright.
the fame-hungry come. See how the wolf succeeds.
And turn. Brave.
Who, if not me?
That.
I'll see to it personally.
Oh yeah. Aha. Go for our plan. And move over here.
Comes.
And turn.
Emperor, protect me. For now.
Ow.
Predator does not become prey.
Where are you anyway? Ah, there you are. Die! Move! Frontline. Here! And turn. Right, Death Waltz time!
The undying Emperor whispers his will. Let your soul be
Glorious.
the other side awaits.
Oh, sorry.
Trust me.
Oh, come on.
I shall not fail.
There we go. Almost got you.
Trust me. Killing brings
Ta-da!
the shadows will see it done.
And turn. No, no. Now, could you apprehend? No, pop your shields.
Accepted.
Here, late.
I approach the designated position.
How about here?
I deal death with my hands. Just designate a target.
Okay.
This tedium.
Reload.
Me.
And turn.
So shall it be.
Out of the way.
None can do this better than a warrior of the All-Father. The wolf is I will carve
Left.
wounds out of your bones.
Nice, that's it done. Your Celestial Highness, apologies for my late arrival. I wasted a great deal of time in idle squabbles with that oaf of a treasure as he was looking for a shipment chronicle. I heard the attack after it was already begun, and the other might as well have not been moving at all. It was so slow. The treasure, the Elder. Who are you going to blame next, Governor? Are you the ruler of this world, or a casual onlooker? You will take measures immediately and restore order, or I will conclude that you are sabotaging the road trader's visit, either by intent or simply due to your own ineptness. The governor babbles in fear. I never thought. Takes a deep breath. The culprit, of course, the culprit will face execution post-haste, my lady. Find those responsible and bring them to me. The condemned mutants broke loose and attacked the townsfolk. It's been a long time since anything like that happened, Your Celestial Highness. They must have sniffed out that today is a special day. Executioner's lips split by a blow during the fight. Commander was responsible for guiding them. You're careless. His armor rattling while the knight stepped forward. I'm Lukura, commander of the fortress. I can attest that the ungodly mutants were trained properly. It's a fresh roast. The smoke whipped the brute into a frenzy. I'm the commander or the executioner, is it? I shall make my own decision. My celestial lady! I swear on my life that my knights and I did everything we could to keep you safe. Who could have foreseen that the Fosters, after going towards himself a miscreant, would start driving the mutants mad with smoke? Lies! The Fosters does not taunt heretics, it fills them with terror. To shift the blame for your own failure, the sacred weapon of justice is a heinous crime of itself. Executioner to blame for what transpired. Someone enact the will of justice. No change in Solomon's expression as he performs execution. Under the scorch expires without making a sound. You are our savior today, your celestial highness. And in gratitude, please accept this personalized sword from my treasury. Fatebringer, once decided the outcome of our feud, killed a rebel here, and peace has reigned on the planet ever since. Thank you, Rodolo. Nothing about your feet. Look at Maeve. How are you doing? Having dusted her off and reassumed a proper bearing, Maeve stares off into space. Despite the shock, her lips are pressed together firmly, and her back is impeccably straight. It's your celebration is over, Governor. Not in the least! I'll not let some beast ruin everything we have worked so hard to prepare. I suggest we distance ourselves from this place and turn to our corner of revelry in peace. While you leave, I'll be waiting for you at the head table. Oh, God, Emperor, give me strength. Going noisily, the governor hurriedly departs the sea of slaughter. Amazed me that that idiot just underpaid the tithe and did not somehow lose the whole plant as well. Someone pauses, pensively watching the governor leave. Fine, a feast it is. I'm sick of the stench of burnt meat. Let's try a change of scenery. Face pale, I raised hand. My celestial lady, it's only a few steps away. Woodnote was already filling the glasses the saviors are. Awaiting your arrival, shall we proceed? Hey, I need to take a quick little break. Save. Okay, I will be right back. Okay, I'm back.
Always have a backup
Guess
plan.
might as well go to this feast. Hey. Find something? Good boy. thank you. Oh! Radiant shield. How does that compare to you? What shield you have? The stats are seem to be exactly the same weight. No, stalwart defense seems to be slightly different. Whenever the bill blocks attack, the attack. Ah, okay. That's a new shield. Well then,
Keep your wits about you.
what a fair face one. Okay, we're here now. So, may we begin? Who do I talk to begin? Ah, there's the governor. The governor's hand reaches for the amsec, but flinches under your gaze and abruptly changes trajectory towards the appetizers. Today is a very nervous day, your celestial highness. And when I feel nervous, I eat and drink and eat again. That's just the way I am. But Emperor have mercy, the food today's to die for. Would you like to have some? Right? I remember when you tried the fried stunt, whose horns were still gorging my hunters just the other day. And here we have some five-tailed imposters in stewed black eye sauce. These fellows need to be eaten quickly before they scurry off the plate. As for the side dishes, you simply must have a taste of these crispy, blubbered shells seasoned with blue blood. This spice gorges your tongue, but followed with some absec, I will feel like the waters of life itself. I'll try the ham. Legs test failed. Oof. Sink your teeth into the greasy ham and slowly chew the fibrous meat with all your might. At the same bite, your jaw begins to ache and you're forced to give up the fight. Gain the heavy stomach effect. Duration permanent. Moderation is wisdom. And wisdom is the attribute of true sovereigns. To your most imperial opponents, your celestial highness. Now that we have had some refreshments, let us talk. Verily, your celestial highness. Reaches his ring-studded hand for the goblet, but stopped at the sound of Mary's voice. My lord, remember what the physician told you. Temperance is the best cure for your ailments. I fear that you have disobeyed his wish again today. And now I'm paying for it with a compromised sense of balance and regretful inability to admire the distinguished imposters. The hunt is already in full swing. Rocher, once you've had your fill of the governor, let me ask him a few questions. Wish to move on to discussing the type as quickly as possible. Governor shakes his head sadly. Oh, what a shame. But perhaps you would at least... Would you rather I question you instead of the Rocher? He advised. I am a man of action, not words. Then we are about to have the shortest imposter hunt in service history. Straight to the finale, just as you ordered. Oh. I didn't realize that was optional. I did that. Did the imposter hunt already. Strange Trying to add no gravity to his voice, the governor proclaims, "Most radiant ladies and noble lords, I hereby declare the imposter hunt officially over." The crowd responds with uproarious cheers. "Participants of our masquerade already stand before you. Did you guess correctly? Did you expose it all? Please don your oculars and have a good look." I'll return to you and whispered confidentially. "Not one noble was permitted to hunt the imposter this time, my lady. Still, knowing the chance for such games, I do suspect they tried to make their guests away quietly among themselves. However, while most of us were indulging, I would even say wallowing, in the thrill of the imposter hunt, the Celestial has turned her lofty thoughts away from these motley diversions and towards you. How can this be anything but a true victory of will over whim? My lady, come present our gift to our celestial guest." The Celestial has. Would you care to say a few words of guidance to our beautiful world? And Floyd. Come on, perhaps you have something to say. I'm quite good at saying the word guilty. Does that satisfy you? There's no good pause. The governor smiles nervously. "I understand, your celestial highness. All this talking and ceremony and protocol enough to knock anyone off their feet. But believe me when I say that we are nearing the end." And now the fateful moment has arrived. Who among the bride will be granted the highest favor? What's the highest favor? Is part of the rules of the game? That's correct. Whomever you grant favor shall in all manner of honors to go and serve in the governor's palace. Since you people love prattling about destiny so much, you'll let fate choose.
I've been branded. He tricks me. Gotta stop! I'm the master. Knave, help! Knave, I'm sorry.
Another battle!
Sweeter!
No preparation this time.
Running binary override. Spirit. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. Approved.
Let's test
Append,
out
that's-
the gifts, Glato.
Eyebrow lacerants.
Hold the formation.
Oh hey,
No heretic escapes punishment.
hey.
Glato,
Wait, I mean,
this task.
fight.
One of us would be enough. Let's test out
Friend.
Glato.
A mere pain won't stop me.
Hey!
I hunger for battle.
Die, foul beasts.
See how
Make a controlled shot.
seems.
bang.
So it shall
Reload. Wait, don't! Oh, I could move close and kick their damn.
I shall not fail. As the tenants demand. The shadows will see it done.
Um. How about? Oh, damn.
As honor ordains.
Okay, place bounties.
Stand your intent. Pet monkey. I am not your Xenos pet monkey. I understand your intent. Not your Xenos pet monkey.
And
I'll see you
Over.
personally.
okay, now kick it.
none can do this.
Bang, 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 bang.
Instrument! Don't dishonor the
And then, let's see. Oops. Now take this. Joint analysis. Kablam! Dead. Right, apprehend that one.
Taking this task.
Fight!
One of us would be enough. Let's test our skills, Glato. It won't take long.
And turn. Whoa! Hey!
Traitor judges.
I challenge prevent you.
That's a good position. Make a controlled shot, to be sure.
See how the wolf feel the icy bite of death. Come split my hand is strike is ruin.
Aha! Airfault time!
I am your blade and shield. Let the blood of the wicked be shed.
Sit back and watch.
Caught by the web. I hear you moving. No more. Trust me. Your soul be purged.
Come on, just die.
As the tenants blade with
Reverse.
let your soul be purged. My blade whispers your name. Soul be
Ah.
purged.
Hey. Haha. That backfired.
Trust me.
And turn.
I move as if unseen. If it serves your cause, no
Bang!
hidden from my sight. This tedium is beneath me. If it serves your cause,
Right. Hot shot. Carefully that. Ah! Okay,
It's as good
take
as
this.
I'll make it happen. I'll see to it personally.
Take that.
On it.
Go fire plan.
As the tactical imperative dictates. Running
Take that. Ah, nice.
The guilty will fall.
Take that. Aha! Apprehend.
This task.
Fight. Demo.
I'll
Reload.
take it as a priority.
And and turn. Hey! Where are you going?
The fame-hungry,
Mm-hmm.
so it shall
Check.
be. Wolves reign. None
Mm-hmm.
I have become
Oh, come on, just die already. Ah, there. Thank you. What happened was no accident. If my suspicions are correct. After looks at his palm thoughtfully, then holds out to his side mastiff. Glacio, analyze. The dog's virus shimmers as it scans his skin with a mesh of rays. Finally, there's a metallic click and the descending hum of cooling servo motors. The protocols of Megs respond with a soft buzz. The data brand. The court fool put on when he shook my hand. Then the lacerates attacked everyone who had been marked. However, the beasts were not at all eager to tear you apart, Roquefort, as you want alive, but without my protection. Oh God, Emperor! I pressed her hands to her chest and sighed with Aquila. Her lips whisper a prayer. Forgive and protect his soul. Forgive and protect. Who saw you praying for, mate? I have no idea what's going on. I'm so confused. Maeve stares at Rodo's mauled corpse with unblinking eyes. This horrible nightmare? Could be I'm just dreaming. For a second I thought, no, I'm sorry, it's impossible. You thought what? Was my brother calling my name? Not Lord Rodolo. But Dean wasn't there, meaning I just imagined in my fright. I put a handkerchief to her mouth and grows pale, most likely recalling the grotesque sight of the governor's violent demise. Who saw you praying for, Maeve? My brother's, my lady. I had a feeling he wasn't acting himself lately. I'd known he had fallen within scoundrels. I found them and hanged them with my own hands. The court fool is your brother? Yes, my lord. Maeve lowers her eyes. We are low nobility, and it is a higher art to be the governor's own court entertainer. Odo went for being grabbed before he died. In scam to Solomon. At his master's command, Glacio directs his scan rays at the dead man's severed hand, which has somehow avoided being reduced to shreds, along with the rest of the body. Cybermassive orbits emit a warning signal. Rodo was brighter too. He couldn't have known, or else he would not have doomed himself like that. This is likewise the work of that buffoon. The only question is whether he was acting of his own accord, or at the behest of someone more important. What reason could your brother have to want to get an arbiter's blood on his hands? It is a mystery to me too, my celestial lady. I think about it. I can't even imagine why. But lately it's like he's not himself. He keeps muttering these awful rhymes about blood and fate, and it's like he's waiting for something. I just can't understand what. So who's to be considered governor now? Well, I knew my celestial lady. I knew. Maeve's glistening eyes are full of shock. How do I know I can trust you, Maeve? I swear by the Emperor himself, I am unblemished before you in spirit and thought. That's what any cornered heretic would swear to try to save their life. I really had enough to do with it, my lord. I was told to entertain our celestial guests and chaperone them to the castle for talks. Instead, it's just gone deaf everywhere. Take us to the castle. I hear and obey, my celestial lady. Please, Maeve breaks off, as someone walks by, brushing past her with his job, or examining the elevator with a fault-finding eye, not daring time to begin. The young woman makes a gesture of invitation and steps onto the platform herself. No sooner have you stepped on into the elevator, a short metallic clang comes from somewhere above you. Whoa! I hope you enjoyed my bloodthirsty mirage. You instantly recognize the spiteful voice and cocky smirk of the fool's mask. The arm that was mauled by the cybermassive at their first meeting hangs limply. He has not even bothered to bandage it. Still acting the buffoon? Some people never learn. Someone was just behind his back to the cybermassive, setting him off on a circuit along the wall. Pulsing light draws your attention. Against the far wall, an old man stands behind an ominous-looking altar. The heavily augmented man stares in wonder at the flashes of blue light, snaking through the veins of aesthetium, the floor and walls. The crystals in his eyes sockets gleam and go dark, in time with the flashes. Nearby, Lucra, Fortress Commander, keeps her solemn vigil. His hand never leaves the handle of his weapon. The governor is dead. Was it your doing? Don't be ridiculous. I couldn't swallow a man whole even if I want to. Bluff throws up his arm in an exaggerated fashion. The Lasterix fool. You unleashed it on the governor. Don't try to deny it. It seems humor is not part of the vocabulary of the Emperor's servants. But truth should be. You see, the governor was a fraud. A fake. Not worth crying over. The true governor of Passer stands before you, esteemed guests. Dean, come on. Don't say things like that. It's not right. It's... Shut up, you idiot. You can't even do as you're told. Oh, toss look of utter contempt, mate. Take off the mask. I want to see whom I'm speaking to. Wrapping his hands around the mask, Bluff begins to slowly pull away from his face, squirming and sobbing theatrically. Suddenly, the moans turn to gurgling laughter, and the fool moves his hands from the mask. A gist! You have time to examine the face. Very thoroughly. What was that Maeve should have done, Bluff? Bring you here, to altar of change, and not ask questions. So simple, but she couldn't even manage that. And I, according to your plan, was supposed to die. Someone raised the palm of his hand that holds the invisible mark of the Dar brand. Exactly. I don't need you, but don't worry. I planned for this as well. Narvisk, are you ready? Bluff smirks, clearly enjoying his imaginary power. Or is it real? Someone turns slightly away from the fool and makes a series of hand signals, telling you to stall while the Cybermassive gets into position. The preparations are complete, my lord. They aim to take size off the altar. Sculptor hobbles towards the edge of the balcony. If you're the real governor, why bother masquerading as the fool? I've always preferred masks to those mugs. Bluff just as vaguely at Ballard, shrugging the square below. Besides, who would take the poor fool, wretched fool, seriously? Who would suspect? I found a replacement. Baldo wanted to play at power, and I graciously let him. He didn't rule for long. I, on the other hand, had a costume change and took a seat among the spectators. I sharpened my wit. I even began to enjoy it. And all of it for this one day. The exact moment. Suppose the irregularities for the type were part of your plan too? Oh yes. one small part of the grand design. To be precise, first bait you had to take, which you did, with commendable zeal. The concept was simple. Disrupt the shipment to provoke a response. An ingenious trap the Arbites walked right into, but fate granted me a special boon. You caught my net along with them, Lilith. You didn't trap anyone. You shot yourself in the foot. Only an idiot would think they could outmatch a rogue trader and a protocol together. After give your style note, 5 matches close. A decisive lunge. Governor, fool, or perhaps you're just a madman bluff. Do I have to be any one thing? Bluff ignores the actor, his gaze fixed on Maeve, more spectacularly on the necklace on her chest. A lovely piece, isn't it? See Somo's hands signal out the corner of your eye. Glacial leaps but does not reach the fool. The psycho moves at the same time. A flash of light, and everything goes dark. You're surrounded by the smell of old rust. The darkness reluctantly retreats. Pain comes first, rubbing in your head, then the metallic taste in your mouth, and finally the feel on the hard floor, shafting your stinging cheek. Maeve's necklace is more than just a pretty bauble, I take it. Much more. See, with the right knowledge, the right tools, and some complex ritual, you can transform a simple dirty blue pebble from the depths of Facer into something truly special. However, play for you to do anything with that information. When I get out of here, you are dead. Enough chit-chat. Now risk, begin. The old man with Facerian eyes, wheezing rapidly, spews a torrent of unholy words from his toothless mouth, and the markings beneath your cage seem to breathe in, glowing with crimson light. Maeve's gaze leaps from you to Bluff in alarm. Liv reddened eyes widen as she realized what was happening. Dean, stop! Slight form crashes into the fool, pushing him out of the center of the circle. The world explodes into shards, fused with blind light that burns out your eye sockets, incinerates air in your lungs, and makes your heart shudder in your chest, and finally, darkness descends, vengeful and absolute, encompassing everything, fails you, dissolving everything that was once you, everything that once was. You're bobbing like a boat tossed upon the waves, thousand sound meld into a cacophony, stirring up nausea in this exhausted body. You blink, and the patches of color fall into a place. Or do they? Across from you, in the cage, you see a frightened, distorted face, which you've never seen in a mirror. At your feet lies a gaudy mask that has fallen from the fool's face, covering his wrinkled visage with both hands. The ugly and enraged governor of Facer rises hastily on trembling legs. Daring daggers you, Baldo shrieks, "Seize her! Seize Maeve!" Guard takes a heavy step in your direction. Lookman, his face promises nothing pleasant, trying to strike the guard. You take a swing and lose your coordination. Maeve's delicate body cannot even muster the strength for a slap. Glacio! Attack! Your head swims, and through the haze you recognize the figure of a guard coming closer and closer with no sign of stopping. Your gaze sweeps over the room, searching for a way out, for a solution, until somewhere at the periphery of your vision, you notice a streak of scarlet, the cybermassive visors lighting up, giving you a chance to run. Your mind is a loose shard, cast out into nothing, screaming in the voice of thousands of lives. Are they your lives? Or do they belong to another? Blood cracks branch out, biting to every scrap of destroyed fort, ravaging hunger to share what little of your own self remains. Pride gurgles in the depths, plead to make the torment stop and let you dissolve in it unconsciousness. Something has sunk its claws into you, keeping you in place, fusing you back together piece by piece, methodically and tortuously continues to skewer the shreds of your identity onto the thread of existence in an attempt to outpace the all-consuming void. Your memories of the last several minutes are incoherent and painful. The flash of sorcery, the leap into the unknown. Someone shouting something gave Glacio an order, but what order was it? The attempt you make to process what happened only pulls you deeper into unconsciousness. You're wretched, suddenly oblivious of oblivion by a blunt. Try to breathe and hear your own ragged wheeze. Light gradually returns to you, and an angry horse's head emerges from mist. You're back. You're alive. Your body. Your hands find something on your chest. Something so cold it burns your fingers. For a moment, you think that's the real you. But of you, the will lost in the flow, turns out to be nothing more than a Versarium necklace. You look at it. The crystal stares back at you with still blue eyes. Paul's wrinkled face suddenly emerges from the reflection, and his gloating voice seems to hang the edge of your awareness. This boy remembers the pain and electrified air. Something bad. Focus your gaze. Slowly, your eyes begin to put together a solid image. Everything around you is brown and disgusting. Hay, wood, dirt. Blood, dirt, horse. The trapdoor you jumped down has led you to a stable. Stable, place for peasants, not sovereigns. But somehow, your body remembers the sense of poverty. Your consciousness expands heavily, like sick lungs. Remember a large basket, hung with bundles of food in your hands. The grateful smile of hungry. Try and push the horse away. Try to shove the hair away from you, but your hand veers off. Your palms feel nothing, because the skin of them just some unwieldy meat that are forcibly pulled onto your frame. Fingers curl up of their own accord. Ah! Your shout is as thin as a death cry, and unbearably shrill. Still, it is just strong enough to make the creatures stop trying to bite you and back off. Memories that are not your own tear into your mind, placing your thoughts. It occurs to you that someone else used to scare all the monsters away. A big brother, so funny and always smiling. Some effort, you manage to force his gentle face out of your head. Eyes to your feet. You sway, as if from sickness, all your limbs feeling impossibly fragile. Brawny legs, frail arms, these do not belong to you. The costume, and it is not yours. It does not fit your stats. It is the wrong size, and still carries greasy traces of its former owner inside. You're overcome with the urge to tear off your flesh and throw it away like a worn glove. You grab your will and repress the desire to peel all skin off. Mad impulse recedes. Memories that linger in this body may yet prove useful. Complete the picture. You have no choice but to look into a nearby water trough at your reflection. You see familiar features. Some unnatural force has dragged you out of your body and into that of Maeve's. Baldo's lady in waiting. Now that you have spent some time in this table, you feel more accustomed to your new limbs. But where's your own mortal shell? Mountain vegetable waste rise up here, next to which stands a rusty pitchfork. Attention is drawn to something pale, pink, half buried down the waist, looking suspiciously like limb. Pick up the pitchfork. Could be a decent weapon, if not for one problem. You lack the strength to pull it free from the earth. Investigate the waist. Well, the strange object from the pile. Emerges a human forearm, crudely severed at the elbow. The horse behind you sniffs and cranes its neck. Pick up what used to be someone's arm. Horse looks at the dead fingers greedily. Oh, so it's not attached to anyone. Slip back through the fence. The horse snorts restfully behind you. Glacio does not respond to nudges of command. Looms on its head up, blinking with troubling agitation. How do I get out of this again? To drag you out of unconsciousness turned out to be a muddy brown horse. In the darkness, the beast follows you with its large black eyes. It looks hungry and frightened. Get back! Clearly knowing your voice frightens the animal, the horse let off a snarl and rushes off. Aha! Oh, hello. Frankly, the horse hurls towards the stable door and smashes straight through it. Hello. The stable hand standing in the doorway portends nothing good for you. Man's face is savage, glittering in his hands a meat cleaver. Not so noisy, aim! What are you, little wench? I'll skin you alive. I'll hit him in the job. I've missed your punch. Dave is a lame Wayne, not a fighter. Man grabs your wrist. See a new reflection in the blade of the cleaver. There's no way out. At least this foray into the life of a certain peasantry has been a short one. Abrupt metallic clang rouses the stable. Something very heavy is coming your way at terrifying speed. Haha. There we go, Glacio. Good boy! Cleaver, raised for a strike, falls from the man's hand as he screams, assailed by a whirlwind of fangs and metal. Having emerged from the gloom, the side masters does not give the stable hand even a single chance. After ripping out part of his spine, the beast spits out the corpse and looks upon you. Good boy, Glacio. You notice a dent in the side master's implant. It's thick and being. I'd say whether he received this injury at the time of your capture or during his escape from the castle. Glacio stares at you for a while, then barks and turns to scan the area. It's clearly waiting for orders. Side master only listened to its average master. Now Glacio is here. He followed you through the trapdoor, which must mean his master is dead? Let's get out of here. Local inhabitants come down the slopes. Going down the slope, look hostile in the extreme. The vilest of them is missing an eye. I make sure to keep his remaining one fixed on you. Hey, Puppet, where did you get that dress? You know, my bride-to-be would love to wear a dress like that on her wedding day. Would you lend it to her? Why, bag. Glad said your dirty yet expensive clothes. Something tells you that these people would gladly peel dress off you, right along with your skin. Please let me through. Just poor girl, I don't have anything. Uh-huh. Sure. I'll bet that nice dress of yours is from the upper course. And that dog? That dog? Oh, so fancy looking. I'd love one of those for myself. Leah take a step forward. Glacio moves his block path. Large ground makes the hound's jaw vibrate. Big mistake. How about you? You feeling lucky? Side Massive lunges at Leo the Bandit. His metal jaws start mincing flesh and bone like the knives of a giant meat grinder, moving faster than your eyes can even follow. Within seconds, the man who threatened you is a mutilated corpse. His more fortunate henchmen are fleeing in terror. Notice that Side Master's jaw is slightly crooked. What the Bandit must have managed to get a solid blow. You try and touch it, Glacio turns away and growls menacingly. Let's get out here. Thank you. Drop your pound face, you stupid girl. What if it fell on someone's head? You spent a whole day hooking up that thing. Now we go do it all over again. Get out of here before you break anything else. Alright, I was lying to get out of here. Well? Okay. Yep. Right. This swine, they can't even deliver a cartload of belongings without breaking something. What's that knocking? Hey, is that you? Hold on, I'll get it. Yeah, come on in. Several companies are talking in a loud whisper, taking no notice of you. Holding man, well, Volcut is gesturing energetically. Back, turn towards you. Never thought a thing like this would happen in my time. A new celestial lady has paid us a visit. They say she'd sent from the sky. A great bird of iron, then stepped out of its belly, clad in golden armor. Any who saw her were blinded by the splendor. That's his anointed for you. Rubbish! I've heard that tale before, and only an idiot would believe it. She's a noblewoman like any other, just a more important one. Treats everyone like dirt and pushes people around worse than any of our own nobles do. But that's the way it is, isn't it? It's the God Emperor's will that their place be at the top and ours in the dust. How the world works. Next thing you know, that celestial layer will make this whole place her own. Hot-bellied man runs a finger under his nose, leaving a clean patch on his grimy face. Oh, I wish it was like you said, but something tells me bad things are coming now that she's here. I heard the celestial lady. Wait, look, it's Mabel there. She's a celestial lady herself. She can't tell us about. Hey, Maeve. Well, I can tell you about the celestial lady. People's eyes light up at your curiosity at your words. They hardly gather around you, ready for something extraordinary. I was told this lady accepted the key to Facere from the court fool's hands herself. She didn't shun the fool, she didn't beat him, so gracious. That would happen, right? A pure feast on gossip, I'm telling you. Celestial Lady has never tried her hand with worldly affairs. She's above such playthings. It could be when she rules over 1,000 worlds. We exchange whispers, nodding vigorously at each other. Every now and then you'll catch a rapt glance in your direction. Told you, she's not just a celestial lady, but one of the God Emperor's anointed, a benefactor. 7 elbows the others, buying them time. Be quiet, will you? Let Maeve speak. 7 gestures from the other to come close and says in a spiritual whisper, the celestial lady's a monster. You didn't listen to me, but I'll prove it. Maeve will confirm. You hear about the moon disaster? I started looking to cop it. But celestial lady just had the executioner thrown first, for amusement. Am I right? No, you've got it wrong. Not the executioner. Commander, tell us, Maeve. Did the celestial lady really execute someone? We nudge each other inside, nodding towards you. Details clearly impressed them. And perhaps they have the celestial laid way. Who knows what goes on in those nobles' heads? Suppose my appearance offends her. I'd rather not part my own head just yet. Fearful silent for a while, each lost their own thoughts. Maeve, you got closer than anyone else here. How did she treat you? Yeah, Maeve, tell us. What's it like to be around the God Emperor's anointed? Being me there, I knew I couldn't say a word in presence. No what to expect from some such rank. Well, you know, you say the wrong thing and she has your tongue ripped out, roasted, and served to you on a plate. What's that look for? And before, I wouldn't lie. The celestial lady was ample and kind to me. Someone mumbled something, their disbelief clear on their faces. Just a quick glance. Just to walk on the same ground she would step on. If we had rules like that, we could all breathe more freely. Why can't they make mercy their new custom instead of wearing those sewed-on faces? Oh, have you heard about the governor's, Lord Glimey's new wife? Hot-bellied Seven has the other two's attention now. They lean closer, losing interest in the previous topic. No longer hear what they're saying. But appear the trio have forgotten about you completely. Spring again. Why do we always have to work in the rain? Hello? Good to see you all. Fox and your companions has speaking in your own voice. There's no need for concern. The protocol and I are in the middle of examining the documents. Get with the governor. I'll be back as soon as we're done here. There's a loud click indicating the other side of the connection. Give me back my body! Hey, Mark. Am I the one who can hear the strange note in the Altarch's voice? We must head to the top. Yeah. You will be the one to know something off. Activating standby mode. Helmet's quiet hum as begins his binary prayer. Every moment spent away from them is another defeat for me. Feeble worms! Do you feel brave testing my patience so? Present the Atveator. Go on, make her come down here. It is a short enough trip. Wolf's voice is like a thunderclap. The walls themselves seem to shake with its mighty echo. As you approach, everyone's attention shifts you. For now, their reaction feels close to pin-up irritation than outright hostility. Me, Lord Catherine, I'm here. The whites are greeted with looks of bewilderment. Even the sight of a glacier standing by its sides only seems to raise more questions. Strange little bird. Everyone wishes to wear the Atreus mantle, but few of us could bear its weight. Go and tell your tales elsewhere. I'm Lil von Vankers, heir to Theodore Van Vankers, who perished in the court of Kun Vudge's treachery. What else must I dredge up from my past to make you believe me? Your retinue exchange few words among themselves, unable to explain how you know such details. A fallen victim to profane sorcery. I need my body back. Do not weep, child. I will cut your thread quickly and painlessly before your soul succumb to corruption. You need to get upstairs. Just trust me on this. Find the rope tray at the top. Tell the shell power to take us there. He won't listen to me. Just stop puzzling over your identity and start acting seems to have had an effect. At least no one is arguing with you anymore. When the dust clears, you see the familiar hole. The fool is clearly, fearfully hunched close, page with you, or rather your body, is sitting. Your face is washed with tears, your lip is split, and Vox lies next to you. In the cage, to the side, stands Stormlord, glaring through the bars at the true governor Facera. On seeing you and Glacio, the protocol strains. Seems he was just waiting for your return. Without taking his intent to gaze from you, he gives you a slow nod. He is ready to fight. But how did you get out there? Damn it! Why did you have to make all this commotion? Why couldn't you just sit in the cage, out of the way, and wait for the ritual to be completed? Everest, move! Psycho's cracked skin seems ready to crumble to dust, while his Facerium eyes burn with an otherworldly fire. The ritual is nearly complete, my lord. The Altar of Change is ready to irrevocably switch the threads of fate. Hey, Psycho! Return my body to me at once, and I'll grant you an easy death. Without removing his hand from stone from him, the heavily oak-haired old man turns around at you, an expression of amazement spreading across his face. But why? Why do I negotiate with a corpse-to-be? You're the past. The governor and I are bound for the future. What is that old louse muttering now? Judging by that fulsome sneer of his, is not the praises of the old father. There's truth in his words. It is senseless to negotiate with a corpse-to-be. Belle runs her fingers along the edge of her blade, with a slow, almost caressing motion. Thoughtful snaps his fingers, and the guards ready their weapons. The tense silence that follows. Every sound, every moment can be clearly heard, and then... the metal of the cage emits a piteous creak as someone slams his entire weight against the bars. We've done that the whole time, you're just waiting for the right moment. Right. The mate, that you in there? You struggle to open your eyes. Afterwards, once again taking shape, you realize you're staring at your own palms. From your own eye sockets, you move a hand, and each muscle responds gratefully, filling with warmth. That was what you a mixture of hope and dismay. Maeve, the real Maeve, looked at you through watering eyes. Myself again! You're so... Governor Rodo, for the crimes of stealing my body from me and practicing heresy and oral monstrousness, you hereby sentenced to death. Attack! How dare you order anyone around my own palace? Have a risk. Do it. My lord's destinies are already set in stone. Hey.
Your arrogance will be your downfall.
Your emperor won't save you.
Let's get rid of the ones and the stone sentinels, I guess. Okay, let's begin.
Request approved. Explorers know one route. Forward. Running. Right.
Catch!
Desire
Boom.
commands you.
Follow my lead. Out of my way. Ah!
I'll brush this
Ow!
I bring ruin.
Ow!
Death to non-believers.
One of us would be enough.
Ah! Kablam! And could you finish it off?
Let's test our skills, Galato. The order's clear.
Protect me.
Why do you want the Emperor to protect you when you're defying him? Hey, thanks for taking care of your own. Whoa.
So it shall be. Wolves ready. Feel the icy bite of death.
What the?
See how the wolf succeeds.
Of course that wouldn't work.
Wolves become the Allfather's worthy instrument.
And then...
Emperor, protect me.
You did far more damage to your own than to my party. You're the heretics, dumbasses!
I'll see to it personally. It's as good as done.
Patch. Take care of those.
None can feel the icy bite.
And die. Splat.
Wolves
Reload.
Who, if not me, never stood a chance?
Splat.
Consider this.
I'll save it up. Still could use some extra.
Standing.
Ouch!
Just barely.
What happened to the high momentum? Hey, perhaps I should have used it.
I shall not caught by the web. Trust me. Let your
Die, die, die.
purged. As the tentacle caught by the web. The shadow.
And die. Out! Well.
Let your soul be purged. Trust me.
Right. Play some bounties.
If I must. I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
Wait a moment. I know. Never mind. Ah. Forget about moving. Ah!
If it serves your cause.
Wait, you can't attack.
That is beneath me.
Damn. Wait. Oh yeah, because I remember now. So.
I understand your another soul slips beyond the I will not, if it serves your cause.
Right. Take this. To the front lines. Yep. Oh dear. Damn it, I knew it.
I hear you moving. No more.
Reading damage to bulk.
Low momentum.
What the? What? What? Momentum's acting strangely.
Change this path.
We've got a job to do, Glato.
What happened?
Glato, we're undertaking
Commander.
this task.
Hey! Shut up, you!
So
Now die.
see how the wolf succeeds. So it shall be.
Kick. Nice.
Cubs play.
Bang, 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 bang! Kasplat! Whoa, look at that gory explosion!
Come. The other side awaits. You will pay an even greater price.
Take care of those nobles up there.
Out of my way.
Mm-hmm. Or the ones there.
A dance of blades and shadows. As honor ordains.
Mm-hmm.
I shall not.
Double kill! Mm-hmm.
Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
The shadows will see it done. I approach the designated position. Another soul slips beyond.
Double kill! Nice!
I move swiftly to strike.
Nice vantage point. Can I have it?
Not your Xenos pet, monkey.
High momentum.
Kaboom! Shut up, you!
The old sire knows all. Comprehend.
Mm-hmm.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Oh hey, I forgot about you.
Such is the will of chaos.
Is the reward.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy, ow.
I deal death with my hands.
Oh dear, not looking good. Still save the momentum up.
Accepted.
Shut up, you.
One of us would be enough. Let's test our
Mm-hmm.
Blato, we're undertaking this task.
Okay. Steady superiority. Oh, how? Okay. To be safe, make a controlled shot.
Thunder! My strike
Take this!
succeeds. Wolves rage!
And
Feel the icy bite of death!
that. How'd you miss every shot with that?
I will leave footprints of scarlet.
Shut up, you!
Trust me. As the tenant.
Now, it's your turn to die.
If it serves your cause, another soul slips beyond the veil. Just designate a target.
Hello there. I remember you now.
I understand your intent. This tedious
And
beneath me, if I must.
okay. Take this. Oh, come on.
Running binary override.
Ow, ow, ow. Pascal's going down.
I deal death with my hands.
Heretic escapes punishment.
Apprehend!
Tactics have failed.
Goodbye!
One of us would be enough. The order is clear.
Oh, sure. Time to reload.
So shall it be.
Right, have one down.
Our foes reek of cowardice. None can do in distress.
Alright. But alright. In that case.
So it shall be. I have become the All-Father's word.
And kick!
Here we go.
The other side awaits. The undying Emperor whispers in.
Boom.
Let your soul be purged.
Ha ha ha! Not so tough now, are you?
The shadows will see it done. Trust me.
But wait a moment, I forgot, did you come back somehow or something?
As the tenants. As honor ordains. Ancestors guide me!
Alright! Ooh, almost dead already.
Swift and silent.
Time to finish this.
I hear you moving, no more.
Alright! In the ensuing sign, gurgling snicker becomes clearly audible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see our guest is still alive. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start the gutting, start the fun! Oh boy. The ugly shambles as Roll's face dissolves into a semblance of a smile. Cease your inane mutterings. You may open your mouth when you are asked a question, and your answer better be honest and on the point. I swear by your legs, I will make you speak, or rather whatever remains of you after I finish preparing you for interrogation. Asylum, what are its properties? This wretched little world held nothing worthy of attention, save for facetium. I started having dreams about changing bodies. I thought I was going insane. I shared this with my sculptor, the now late Travers. He helped me to understand the essence of the mineral. Experiments and studies followed, mostly carried out by Travers. I don't have his gift, but oh, the things I could do if I were a sorcerer. And in the end, he realized Facetium was opponent's side focus. 1,000 cursed attempts, and a combination of powers, enemies, and sacrificial victims. Tavris managed to create his fire sculpture from it. The Altar of Change. A magnificent artifact. Door to eternity. No more limitations imposed by our mortal bodies. No ailments. No injuries. Your flesh is worn. Just swap it for new flesh. Don't like your own life? Choose from 1,000 others. No longer just a dream, but its most perfect realization, immortality in stone. What a twisted notion of eternity. What was the point of the whole masquerade with a fake governor? A governor attracts too much attention, and I want my hand to stay untied. Start off my court full of fair bargain. You become me, ruling the planet, living the good life, getting whatever you wanted, while I'll be out there, flying towards the stars. We traded faces, clothes, lives, and because I had gotten local nobles into the habit of sewing other people's mugs on their heads, the switch went unnoticed. But the switch was only the first part of the deal. Naturally, I didn't mention the second part, the move of the witnesses. Someone's going to turn against you the moment there's a knife behind his beloved sister's throat. Can't afford to keep him alive. I will cast a hateful glance in Maeve's direction. I want to talk to you about your plan. What's your goal here, Frodo? The plan was simple and elegant. The third starts underpaying its tithe. After he swallow the bait and send their messages here. That's why I spring my trap. I change the body of the Arbiter or Perko who lands here, pack up the altar, board the Aptry ship, and wave goodbye to this ball of dirt swinging the void. A rogue chair would have been even better, but greed has a way of spoiling the good game of regicide. The plan has not changed, Frodo. The Undying One has whispered your name, and the execution of his will is nigh. Of course, this game involved one key piece, the embodiment of freedom of choice. My magnificent altar. So much economic potential from years of experimentation. It is damaged, but still beckons, waiting to be used. Oh, look in the island, cosmic smile. I advise you to keep it safe. Who knows how many thousand lives it will claim if something happens to it, unleashing all that power. I've learned all I need to know. May execute the heretic, Solomon. Since you're done, don't point his whim. Frodo, you have committed unthinkable heresy, and I refuse to acknowledge you as a human being or read your verdict as befitting criminal. You are a stain on Facer's history, and it's time to wipe you from it. Let me execute the governor quickly, see a fleeting expression of absolute disgust, perhaps even hatred pass over the prodigal's face. I've opened her eyes, and merely jumped to her feet at the sight of the body corpse. She clenched her hands on her chest, and her eyes were up. He was not your brother, Maeve. Young woman nods meekly. A single tear runs down her cheek. Voice is hollow as she speaks. You're right. He was the one who doomed him. Found anything, Solomon? Yes, the Dar Slate with the shipment chronicle that they spent so much time vainly searching for. According to the records, the time period is 1/10 decade, and the quota prescribed is 1,000 cargo units. The governor withheld 100 units from each of the 5 most recent shipments. That means this world has no actual difficulty regularly supplying its tribune, and consider that matter settled. Deciding what to do with the Fasim is far more important. This is a resource we cannot afford to ignore. I propose destroying the Fasim already mined, as well as its deposits. Allowing an abomination like that to exist is against Lex. As for assessing the degree of Fasim corruption, dying its fate, the law prescribed leaving the judgment to world owners. That is the Mistream. Alright, here's another change I'm going to make from my original playthrough. I've been thinking maybe I've been being a bit too much of a goody two-shoes. When I first started playing this game, I envisioned myself as not just as a Xeno sympathizer, but someone who cared more about profit than serving the Imperium. So my son has been used for which ends, but that does not make it cannot be useful. Or I studied the material thoroughly before deciding whether to destroy it, including the tithe. Someone grinds his teeth, but obediently declares, "Your orders are clear, rogue trader." Entach, you're designed to understand rather than destroy our fear does your credit. But take heed, the minds of Monkey are fragile and ill-equipped to withstand something with such a strong connection to the veil. Maeve looks up to you pleadingly. My celestial lady, what am I to do now? And not a sliver of remorse, just fear for her own skin. Do not be swayed by criminals' tears. I've seen plenty of those, and they're worth nothing. Or shall I say, not worth more than a bullet. You are coming with me. Thank you, my celestial lady. You are my savior. You're going to trust a heretic who would burn your recap? Then you ought to take a dozen local commoners along as well, and to taste anything that criminal has hands. Then Facer's fate is aside, and there's no point in staying here any longer. The heretic mentioned that destroying the altar would risk deaths among local population. Whether it was lying or trying to manipulate us is irrelevant. The abomination must be destroyed. As for any casualties, the Emperor will know his own. I'll go for the Iconoclast option. There's no option to take it and sell it. Carry the altar. You're interrupted by an anxious voice from the box. Lord Captain, do you read? Shell power prepared rescue operation. Also on the way. What's your status? You alive? Come in. Had a very difficult day. Get me out of this blasted hole. Copy, Lord Captain. One to ringside, then thousand shard. Here's your mind. Your voice calls around your thoughts, drawing them out. Are you even out? Not even conversing with me, child. Not even asking yourself how such a vivid soul managed to remain intact after wandering in Doctor's embrace and dying in other guys? Such rare luck for a mortal. In the icy silence, you're struck with a series of incredibly life-like recollections. You're not alone, and never were. I was there, in your shadow, your blood inside you. Yes, Lilith. Luck is named the edge of daybreak. Had not been for my sleepless gaze, your mind would have long since joined the mournful host of those who are no more. It was I who kept it whole and unharmed, for I could not allow such vain destiny to fall to some absurdity. But at times, I do wonder, who have my protection? I need no protection, demon. People are stronger than you think. Naivety is a bold luxury. It's not time for the truth, child. Threads of fate will not obey your desires alone. I can help you to grasp it. Once you are ready, thankfully, I'm generous. Give my chosen children time to understand. Oh, human souls are so fragile. Feel sharp pain. A trickle of blood runs down your temple. And their time is so fleeting. The echo of eternity's voice lingers up for a while, like the sound of distant thunder. Okay, that will do for today. Right, is there anyone I can redirect to on YouTube? Samido. Currently on break. Customization. Right. Oh, redirect privileges needed. Okay then, who else? Ba-ba-bum. Oh, what the heck? Anyway, I want to raid on Twitch. Hello. Hi, Gaps. Doing art. thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. See you all later.